Do you know the 5 common accounting journal entries that are essential for any small business? In this video, I am going to uncover these and give you insight on how to make them correctly. Hi, I am Juliette, the creator of Concierge CPA, and in this video, I will be sharing the 5 most common accounting journal entries that small businesses make and the reasons behind them. If you're a small business owner trying to get your financials organized, then don't miss out on this valuable information. Get ready as I take you through the key things to know about accounting journal entries. So let's get started. Sales on credit. In small business accounting, one of the most frequent journal entries pertains to sales on credit. Now, what exactly does this mean? Sales on credit occur when goods or services are sold, but payment is not immediately collected. This leads to the creation of an accounts receivable, which is a promise by the customer to pay at a later date. So in terms of journal entries, when a sale on credit is made, we record the transaction by debiting accounts receivable. This action increases the business's receivables, signifying a rise in the amount owed by customers. Simultaneously, we credit sales revenue. A credit to sales revenue indicates that the company's income has increased. This dual action accurately reflects the transaction in our financial records. This simple entry illustrates the fundamental concept of sales on credit, a common occurrence in the daily operations of small businesses. Common entry number 2, purchasing inventory. Another frequent journal entry made by small businesses lies in the procurement of inventory. Every time a business purchases inventory on account, meaning payment will be made at a later date, this transaction needs to be recorded in the business's accounting journal. Here's the breakdown. When a company purchases inventory on credit, it records a debit to the inventory account. This debit increases the value of the inventory, reflecting the new assets that the business has acquired. Simultaneously, the credit goes to accounts payable. This is the company's obligation to pay off a short-term debt to its creditors or suppliers. The credit entry increases the accounts payable balance, indicating the amount the business owes to its suppliers. With this entry, we can see how the purchase of inventory on credit is recorded, giving a clear picture of the company's outstanding obligations and its newly acquired assets. Journal entry number 3, payroll expenses. One of the most common journal entries made by small businesses is related to payroll expenses. Every time a business pays its employees, it needs to record this transaction in its accounting journal. Here's how it works. When payroll is processed, the company records a debit to payroll expense account, indicating the cost incurred for employees' labor. At the same time, it records a credit to cash or accounts payable, reflecting the decrease in the company's cash account or increase in the liability to its employees. This entry shows the financial impact of paying salaries to employees, giving a clear picture of the cost of labor and the reduction in cash reserves or the increases in liability. Entry number 4, depreciation. The 4th common journal entry made by small businesses relates to depreciation. Depreciation is the gradual reduction in the value of an asset over its useful life. As a business uses its assets, such as machinery or equipment, over time it needs to account for this reduction in value. This is done by recording a debit to a depreciation expense and a credit to accumulated depreciation. This journal entry reflects the fact that the business has recognized a $100 cost related to the use of an asset, and that this amount is added to the accumulated depreciation account, which reduces the book value of the assets. It's important to mention that the depreciation doesn't involve an actual cash outflow. It's merely a way to spread the cost of an asset over its useful life. And now to entry number 5, loan payments. The 5th common journal entry made by small businesses is related to loan payments. When a business makes a payment on a loan, it includes both the principal and interest portions. This needs to be appropriately reflected in the business's financial records. The journal entry for a loan payment involves a debit to the loan payable account, reducing the liability, and a debit to the interest expense account, with a corresponding credit to the cash account. Let's see how this looks. In this example, the business has paid $350 towards its loan, of which $300 reduces the loan's principal, and $50 accounts for the interest expense. This entry helps track the repayment of loans and the cost of borrowing, giving a more accurate picture of a company's financial health. To wrap it up, these are just a handful of examples of the most common journal entries made by small businesses. Accounting may seem overwhelming and confusing, but once you understand the basics, it's all about maintaining accurate records and understanding where your money is going. If you're running a small business, getting familiar with these entries can help you keep track of your finances and help you make informed decisions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps me to know what kind of content you want to see more of, so leave a comment below. And if you want to stay up to date with my latest videos and insights, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to managing your business's finances. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.